Welcome back. I've been out of pocket for a couple of days. I had a family member of mine who's like a big brother to me. He came in from Dallas and spent some good, cute quality time with him. So I didn't want to take away from that time with him. So I just kind of took a few days off, which is fine. I enjoyed it. But I'm going to get a few of them knocked out tonight for the work week, if you will. And we'll continue to go back to filming as best I can with my time availability. So welcome back to the Diversified Diecast. We're going to do Johnny Lightnings. So I know someone was asking about the FJ Cruisers. There's one here. We're going to have two 300ZXs from 2022 from the Street Freaks. And the FJ Cruiser is a 2023 from the Street Freaks. It's off-road series. And we have a 24 hours of Lemons Endurance Racing Honda CRX. These are all low productions. And the next round I'm going to do is a Classic Gold Series and a bonus one from, I want to say this car is from 2006 or 7. It's one of the purple 98 C5 anniversary vets. So we'll do these four tonight first, and then we'll film these tonight. I'll upload it later. But the two from 2022, the 300ZXs, they're both the same car, just different versions. Same year release, same release number. I think they're release number 3. I'm sorry, release number 2. So it's going to be this guy here. And then here's the back of the card. As you can see down here, it's going to be version A. And then version B is the gold car. Hopefully I'm getting this thing panned right. Back of the card. And like I said, I'm sorry, the first one was version A. This is version B. And then the 2023 is going to be the FJ Cruiser. Release 1. And then this is going to be, release 2. And this will be the release 2 as well. So like I said, I've hung on to all these low productions. Anything Giant Lightning under 4,500 or 5,000 pieces, I've been kind of holding off on. Obviously, because they're more rare. They normally make anywhere from 7,000, 8,000, sometimes as much as 10,000 or 12,000. Definitely anything under 3,000 I was really trying to hang on to. But cards are overrated. I am going to keep them just for the card art. I'm going to do something eventually, some kind of pick collage or something for the garage, or the diecast room whenever that comes a dream come true, or what have you. They may all go in the trash. 6 months or a year from now. I don't know. But we'll pause the camera, get these things cracked open. I'll get the camera right here in front of y'all. We can get a really good look at everything. I'll take that back. We need to do a roll check. So we'll cut these things open right now. We'll check them one by one, and then we'll turntable them, and y'all get a real good up-close view of everything. So let me move the mic over just a touch. And we'll cut open this. Like I said, we'll pause the camera after we get all of them broke out of the cases. Mama's trying to figure out where her cue is. I'll just have to holler at her and say, hey, I'm ready. So again, it's the Import GT Turbo Tribute. This one is version A. Like I said, 2023 release 1. This also has the Zinger Ford Country Squire, Zinger Ford Highboy. Apparently, the 24-hour Lemons car is a 94 Mustang. Demolition Derby is a 97 Crown Vic. I'll pass on that car a lot. I need to just buy it. The Project in Progress is a Ford Ranger, kind of like this one here. It's an 84, not an 85, but I'm sure it's the same casting. And then we have this guy, last car in the series. The freak facts on this one: GT Racing traces its roots to Italy in the 1940s, when companies like Ferrari and Maserati were producing high-performance Gran Turismo vehicles where non-professional drivers competed in races. Fact number 2, GT racers are based on 2-seat production vehicles. So, again, the 300ZX in this variant, I guess it didn't have any back seats. I haven't rode one of these cars in Lacoon's age, so I really couldn't tell you. I know the later variants, they were 2-seaters. I need to cut this thing in a different spot. And it has a little, looks like it has like a little trading card or something that goes with it. Maybe that's part of the card art. It's kind of hard to tell. We'll get that out here in a minute and See what's what. Yeah, show do. Look at that. That's neat. Kind of helps you keep track of what part of that is from that set in that series. I don't have any of these open yet, so that's a newbie. All right, I got the trash can set up in the ideal position so I can just toss these. Not as good as that that James Bond 2000 GT, but it rolls pretty good. It's a really nice casting by Giant Lightning. Almost perfect. It's got a little skip here and there. Looks like there's a little bend in the rear axle or something. I don't want to mess with it a whole lot, but I'll put the card back up right here. All right, so again, that was 2023 release 1, version A. Version B is going to be this car. So same exact year release, same exact release. And I meant to check if these had assigned driver numbers to them or not. These should have an opening hood, and I think they open up. Oh, wow. Really nice. Hopefully you guys, this light can be kind of tricky. Hopefully I got a piece of that. That's really nice. That's one of the better engine bays, period. Really nice fitment. Little undercarriage shot right here. It's not too bad either. Gotta get y'all a couple little pan views. Very nice. Okay, same car, different color version. Version B. That one was white, blue, and red. This one's Big Sky Blue. Really? Big Sky Blue primer. But the car's gold black. Oh well, if it's some kind of variant or chase or I don't know, whatever it's cutting open. I mean, it shows on the little color chart graph there that it's white, black, and gold. But I don't know. 85 300ZX. I'm not sure if I called that out or not. You were Mr. Studley if you had one of these back in the day. Very underappreciated car for many years by a lot of people, but of course now they're popular because they're not around everywhere. Again, it's the Street Freaks line. Come on now. Hold that for me, buddy. There you go. Not sure which one's better. This one looks... I'm going to go ahead and fix this tire because it's already kind of out of round off the wheel. Oh, I got this one back here too that's real bad. But it happens. It's from being packed around in the cases. Hey, Colby. I'm filming, baby. Sorry about that. I don't have the red light recording in progress, so family's not notified until they actually come in here. About the same, maybe a little better than the blue and red car. Man, I'm glad I got these out. I really held off on them for a while, but they're super nice outside the package. I'm assuming this has the same exact detailing under the hood as the red, white, and blue car. Hood doesn't seem to open quite as far. Yeah, it's the same exact thing, but you don't really get quite. Let's just compare it. Let's see what it's like. Either that or the hood is... Yeah, the hood doesn't quite open up as far. There, right there. Really kind of hard to tell unless we do this. And you may not be able to see it. It also looks like the engine's just a tad bit further back. The hood doesn't open quite as far. I don't want to force it though, but it's the same exact ones in a red, white, and blue car. Same undercarriage. Go for the gold. And the blue car is one of 4812, and the gold one is slightly lower by one of 4788. Not really sure why they weren't matching numbers. You know, why couldn't it be like one of 4500 or one of 4000 or one of 5000? But nonetheless, we're still enjoying it. It's out of the package. It's all good. Those things are going to look really good on a turntable and doing the twist and shout. Okay, this is 2023 release one. I'm getting it wrong again. Sorry. I hate how they do this. 2023 release two. And this one has a 67 Ratfink Eldorado Cadillac Zinger, 65 Chevy tow truck Zinger, the Cruiser. It says black with flames. That's weird. This one ain't got that. Or maybe it does. I don't know. 57 Chevy Nomad is the 24-hour lemons casting. No, I got this wrong. Sorry. Off-road is this one. The black with flames is a 57 Chevy Nomad. I've had that car, but it got traded off 3 or 4 months ago. That car is in the same series. I talked about that earlier in the beginning of the video. And the project in progress is the 29 Ford Model A pickup. So this one was really cool when I saw it in store. Those are Hobby Lobby. These are all Hobby Lobby from what I remember. I think I found one of these, and a friend of mine found the other. I really can't remember which one it was. I want to say I found the gold one, and he found the red, white, and blue one. I really can't remember. That was a while back. And then the CRX. That one was actually found, I think, at the Hobby Lobby here where my house is. This one may have been from ours too. But Orange and Black version B, release 2, '07 Toyota FJ Cruiser. Again, it's the Street Freaks series. Ooh, cut the card a little bit worse than I thought. I'll show you all the back of the card before we roll check this thing, just so you can kind of take notes, save you a little research. Again, it has the same card. That's its little. And these are the ones that are on the back in this release. All right, freak facts. The Toyota FJ Cruiser's windshield requires 3 separate wiper blades. Keep it clean. I did not know that. Wow. I've seen these things and admired them since they were released. I've never rode in one. I think I've known a few people who've had them, or knew people that had them. But sure enough, there's 3 wiper blades on the front of this thing. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because it's so wide and not very tall. That's interesting. Toyota designed the half-size rear doors to open opposite of the front doors. This design gives more full access to the interior without support between the posts between the doors. I always thought that was really cool because they have that suicide function, kind of like a extended cab, modern pickup from. I know Ford did the 3-door in '97, GM did it in '99, pretty much by 2000. Ram, Dodge, if you will, they did it in '01 for sure because I know the sport package trucks that were extended cabs, they had that option too. But it does make it very easy to get in and out of this 2-door SUV. That was really cool. That did that. Under the engine bay is all plain black. Nothing really to see in there, but there is an engine, obviously. Roll check. Come on, Johnny. Where you at, Giant Lightning? Let's see what we got going on here. What is up? We got tires dragging in the rear. It looks like this whole right side. Passenger front's good. Passenger rear's good, but we got some drag on the driver's side tires. Okay, that's better. Again, something to fiddle with. It wasn't like it rolled great right out of the box. Maybe I'll just sit here and kind of tweak and twist on it and see if it improves. That's a little better. Ooh, needs an alignment. But the roof rack on this thing is really cool. It's got all the, off-road overland doodads, if you will. Spare tire, jerry cans on top. Really nice roof rack. I'll give y'all a little shot of this in case you can't really see it on the turntable. But pretty cool. I don't have this casting. I know someone was asking for it, and it actually is really nice. Undercarriage is pretty cool. They even got little rock sliders. The steps incorporated on there. It's a nice touch. They actually have the print on the spare tire to match, and that is the very accurate spare tire cover. It's like one of those plastic, like twist and lock deals. This is a nice casting. They picked up all the details. Mirrors are pretty spot on. They're hard plastic, no flex. It says Crusher, the way I'm reading that, but it may be. That's not Cruiser. CRUSHR. So get y'all an undercarriage shot. You might be able to actually pick up the casting date on there. Sorry, I was trying to block the view of the camera to tell Mama to tell the little one to shut that. But anyway, a little disappointment on the roll quality, but hey, again, these things aren't $30, $40 models. They're $7 to $12, depending on where you buy them. Other than the roll quality, this thing is spot on. We can tweak and twist that, and not everybody has to have one that rolls, but just trying to give everybody some insight on what to expect. Even a casting company that's been around as long as Giant Lightning, even they make some mistakes. And honestly, I've had just as many issues with them rolling as I have M2s. It really just depends on how old the models are and how they were treated in some of the packaging and what day of the week it was and whose uncles got gambling debt. I don't want to judge, right? Um, there's all kinds of stipulations on what may have happened and why. Okay, so this one is the same release as the FJ Cruiser. This is version B. I'd love to see version A of this car. Maybe it's different color variant or something. This is a 89 Honda CRX. This is car number 5 out of the this release and series. Oh, almost threw the card away. That's really cool. I like on this series they do this ain't a 55, man. Referring to the speed limit. Pretty cool little homage, if you will. I got the little stacks of cash on there. I don't know much about all that. I couldn't tell you if it's a thing or not. Oh man, no opening hood on this one. Bummer. This Honda CRX used to be the daily driver for the team captain Chris Varvel until he was convinced to turn it into a race car. The first event was the 2012 Longest Day at Nelson Ledges. Since then, it has done about 14 to 15 Champ Car and Lemons events with 20 or so different drivers. Very cool. So it is a thing. It's gone back. We're looking at 13 years now. That's pretty neat. It's had all these different drivers go through it. So very interesting casting. I love the livery on it. It's just so much different than everything else I have. Really bummed out that they didn't do even the bottom of the casting is kind of so. We'll check the roll quality and I'll show y'all what's what. Got a skip or two in there. Probably just a flat spot in the tires. Oh, there's part of the problem right there. Ooh, good lord. That thing is hanging on by a thread. I don't know what's that is no good. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I don't know if I can fix that on camera. It's like it wants to go on, but there's maybe check that out. So it's a two-piece wheel. Interesting. I don't know. That does not want to go on there, like, at all. Definitely gonna have to play with this one some. Or it's gonna be one of those deals you press the tire on and then put the. Why do they do that? Okay, that's a little better. I can probably do with that. Not perfect, but I can hear it in the mic. Okay, undercarriage is. Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot under these cars, to be honest with you. All right, let's pan over to the turntable and get a good look at these one more time. And then we'll move on to the classic gold selection. I'll get Kellen to pause the camera, and we'll give y'all some better insight up close. Stand by. Okay, I did not read y'all off the freak facts, or the fun facts, if you will, about these cars, but in the early 1980s, Nissan was phasing out the use of the Datsun name, so the 300ZX was part of the new Name of Nissan ad campaign. At the time, 85 Nissan 300ZX was touted as the best Z car ever built. So I remember these, they were obviously new when I was very, very young, but I remember seeing them, when I was old enough to know cars and be interested in cars. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the neighbor down the way from me, I think he has a maroon one. It's probably around this year model. It doesn't run and drive, but it's parked there and staring everybody in the face. And I can see this passenger front tire is out of skew just a touch. So we'll have to fix that. You see it right there. But otherwise, beyond that, very nice. I'll check the black one before we stick it up on the turntable. It all looks pretty good. Not bad. I'm glad these things are out of the package. They're going to look really good in the garage. I think I may put one of them up there to replace that. I think it's a first gen 240SX. That's kind of plain Jane. It'll probably be the black and gold that goes in there. So we'll check the next one out. I figure I do the hood up on this one. Y'all can get a little bit better shot of the engine bay. It's going to be kind of hard for me to raise the camera and check it out, but I guess I'll do that for the viewers just because I'm such a nice guy. There we go. Fun facts on this one are pretty much the same thing. It's almost a duplicate model of the one we just saw, but a different color variant, different version. Again, 1985 Nissan 300ZX. I like how they did the rear window defroster on these cars. It's pretty accurate and it's done really well. Lines are nice and straight. As much as I'm a big red, white, and blue fan, I think the black and gold is a better livery fit for this car, especially with the wheel choice. Um, the plate on these says Tribute on the red, white, and blue one, and on the black and gold one, it says Turbo GT. So it's also a nice little caveat. They didn't make them totally identical. The red, white, blue car, like I said, is a Turbo Tribute, and the gold one, its little trading card stature says go for the gold. So, all right, let's get the FJ Cruiser up here. All right, like I said, this thing has a really nice roof rack on it. The casting, the way it's done per the vehicle, is very nice. I actually prefer the wheels that were from I guess it's a different trim level, or maybe a slightly newer model. They run a lot of them on the Forerunners and the Lexus, whatever that is, the 460 or what have you. But still, this is a really nice one by Giant Lightning, especially for a Toyota. It's newer. Did a really good job. This one was definitely worth getting out of the package. It's one of 3,028. It's a low production, but whatever. You can't enjoy these things unless they're out of the package. You can touch them and put them on display and roll them and take them with you wherever you want to go. And I do like the color on this one too, something different. Okay, the Finale 89 Honda CRX 24 Hours Lemons Racing. This is a 1 of 2,500, and its colors is green, white, blue, and lemon yellow. Version B, again, it's 2023 release 2. Well, there you have it. Want to get 4 of the Giant Lightnings knocked out, and we'll do the next run. There are 3 classic golds, and the other one is the Vet. Looks like it is from, I didn't say. But if I had to guess, it's got rubber tires, so it can't be too early. It's probably from the, I don't know, I wish I had a way to see when the release was. This is part of the Giant Lightning Vet series. If I had to guess, it's probably from the 2004 to 2008 era. But we'll check those out here in a minute. The Ranger will be really cool. That Ford GT is going to be really nice as well. And we'll get that one cracking. Close this one out. I'll get it uploaded and let you guys enjoy. Again, thanks for watching the Diversified Diecast. If you hadn't subscribed, please do. Still working on trying to get the Facebook going. It takes a lot more than you think it does. So I can help give everybody some sneak peeks to what's coming up and kind of get some teasers. And we're going to get into the Giant Lightnings beyond these 2 videos and do some more nicer M2s. So stay tuned for those. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.